network. Thank you for joining us again. We're just obviously reacting to this breaking news that Hamas's chief Ismail Haniyeh has been assassinated in Iran's capital, Tehran, overnight. Hamas officials are calling this a grave escalation in the conflict. How serious would you say this latest development is?
It's beyond serious. I mean, if it's not enough that for now almost 10 months, 300 days, Israel has starved the captive population, denied them food, gas, electricity and water. The defense minister referred to Palestinians as human animals. That beyond that, in South Africa taking Israel to the International Court of Justice, the International Court of Justice saying that Israel was plausibly guilty of crime of crimes, genocide. That now extrajudicial assassinations in foreign countries, these are war crimes. Israel needs to be held account. No longer should it take a place as a quote-unquote normal country. The athletes that are in Paris today participating in the Olympics must be expelled. Every country must expel their ambassadors. They should be recalling their own. Any sort of military trade that is done with the state of Israel must cease. We need to sanction this rogue, genocidal apartheid regime until it ceases to exist. The world cannot sit idly by and allow Israel to act in this absolutely abhorrent manner.
Nasser, one of our correspondents, Ashraf Shannon, called this a catastrophe for Palestinians. Do you agree with that?
I don't think it's a catastrophe. A catastrophe for Palestinians is the ongoing genocide and a complicit West. The catastrophe for Palestinians is the ethnic cleansing of Palestine in 1948. Palestinians are willing to and ready to sacrifice their lives for their liberation. I said it earlier and I'll say it again, every piece and every fibre and every bit of DNA in a Palestinian will resist. If you cut us into 10 pieces, each of those 10 pieces would resist. Like all Indigenous people, we strive to go home and live in peace and sanctity in our ancestral homes. This is a catastrophe for his family. This is painful for the movement. But Hamas is not the Palestinians. Hamas is an idea. Hamas is a part of the people. Hamas is a movement. The Palestinians will not be broken. They will not be conquered. Palestine will be free from the river to the sea. This is just merely another step in that direction.
And we're hearing that Hamas officials are saying that the assassination will not go unpunished. What kind of response do you think we can expect from Hamas?
Look, I can't speak to what they are planning to. I'm in Australia, as you know. It's 10 months later. I imagine the military capacity has been degraded. But one thing it will absolutely do is fortify every single Palestinian's will, their resolve, to continue to fight until Palestine is liberated. It's past time to not leave the Palestinians to this fight on their own. And I'd call on all the sycophantic Arab regimes to do more than just speak platitudes. It's time for military intervention from those Arab regimes and our brothers and sisters in the collar countries all over to do more. There's more time now, no time like today, for the West, for the United Nations to do more than speak merely words about this rogue genocidal regime. He risks, Benjamin Netanyahu, endeavouring to save his own skin. As soon as this war is over, he will be in jail for domestic crimes. And he knows that. That's why he's continuing this war. That it's on the rest of the world to stop this descent into World War III. It's time for Benjamin Netanyahu to go to The Hague and be tried for the war crimes and the war criminal he is.
What sort of reaction do you think we can expect from the West?
I hope that they might grow a spine. I hope that they might see finally that this abhorrent ideology of Zionism, this abhorrent racist, genocidal settler state doesn't belong in the League of Nations, in the United Nations, and on Earth. That as we ended apartheid in South Africa, we will end apartheid in Palestine. I don't hold much hope, but I'm uplifted by the international community's solidarity with Palestinians, the billions of people that have rallied, have protested, have signed petitions, have closed roads and embassies all over this world, saying the fight for Palestine is a fight for everyone. The liberation of Palestine will liberate all oppressed people. Our fight is everybody.
there are concerns now of a wider conflict in the Middle East?
I'd have no doubt that we are as close to midnight on a doomsday clock as we've ever been. And that should scare everyone. And the fact that one person, because they personally don't want to be tried civilly in the apartheid state of Israel, that he personally is doing this to save his own personal skin, should give rise to every Western leader to immediately intervene. This has to stop, and it has to stop now, and it can, because the 24/7, 365-day conveyor belt of weaponry that is coming from the West that allows for Israel to do this can stop now and must.